shut out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. X slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. Crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gators. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 80 weapons. Back, back, back.
Ito Smith, his first carry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Got it. 54. Hey, exit. 54. Watch QB go. Watch QB go.
On 2nd and 1, Jones, and that is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Big grip.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull together.
Bravo.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
Here we go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. On the carry, here's Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
50, plant, score.
Check tight.
Slam. Twist on Travis.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Look, squeeze. Snap.
Two yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On the set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get in the weight room.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He's coming to you. Hey.
Now.
Check. Mike 50. I got him. Hey. Look.
Go.
50.
On 3rd down, Jones. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And that'll wind up. Moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's make these babies cry.
Top five.
He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Ready?
Yeah.
Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
218, jump.
We got 3. We got 3.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
I'm scared. Check 26. Check 26.
61. Matchbox lights. Hey, wahoo.
54, right there. 54 miles.
Deep river.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Tried to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey. Protein spill.
They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Flushed out right. Looking here for Smith depth. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by James Bradbury. The opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Ready?
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Go. Use your portion.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Go. Hey, Charlie.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1.
Ready, set.
All day, dog. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike 50, Mike 50.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Vikings send out their punter. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Singletary to get the drive started. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
30 base.
Hey, watch the lane.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Show it up. Show 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I'm coming.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Smith. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
55. 3 buds, 3 buds.
Yes, yes.
Mike 5.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 5-5. Watch the run.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Let's go.
2nd and 1. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Check it back, check it back.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Hey, alert 3. Switch.
Pick the edge. Come.
Alert flare.
He's caught.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
They'll run on 1st down. Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Smith. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Jim.
Christian Travis.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Yeah.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go. Mike 50.
Watch the backer.
Hey, Mike 50. I'm on.
Get it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check the hot read. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Hey, exit.
They will run with Singletary. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Bravo!
Watch tight end. Everyone's got four down. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Oh, you got deep?
Ready?
Back to throw here. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Bunt. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Go! 60 or.
Come, baby.
On first down, Singletary. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Mike 54. All day.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. That's complete to Jake Bunt. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Go!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We hit it.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Look at me. Zipper.
They'll throw now on the final play. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They go right back to Singletary. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Pull it high. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Second and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Second and 11. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10.
Go!
Check the call. At 25 to the mic. We're going.
Go!
Now a run with Singletary. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Let's get that home. Check.
Speed grip.
Singletary again. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Hey, high 7.
He'll drop to throw. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no
good. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's Hill, complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. There he goes left side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Going for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. And getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards.
Coming to you. Check nickel.
Check. Fresno. Deuce, snap.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Mike 5-4. Come on.
Hey!
Ringo.
Smith!
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Get ready!
Here's 2nd and 8. The quick slant caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
You can't block me. Mike 5-4. Okay, double it.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Go! 18 Gators.
2nd and 5. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
60 orders. Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. Bravo. Snap.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, lock it. Ready?
Now Ito Smith. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football. Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Let's go.
They'll run it here with Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
51 to Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
He'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. There he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Hey, by 7. Yep. No!
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50!
Yes, yes!
Hey, check Mike 50! Mike is a 50! Check Mike 50!
Get it!
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Hey, Alpha!
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Mike 5-4, Mike.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. They complete it to Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Your track.
Bud.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Oh yeah, and here we go again.
And they, in fact, will throw it. But he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I hope you brought your left, because I'm about to take you to school.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Bring it. Bring it. Go, Mike.
Hey. Go.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
51 Mike. Mike 51. 21. Slam.
Yo, faster. Hey, Echo. Get it.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Vikings, they can breathe a sigh of relief as